Welcome back to our 80% Glitch Death Store tournament. I'm your host, Pudding Boxes. Joining me in the commentary booth is Shresh. Shresh is like, say hi.
Hey everyone.
Yep. In today's race, another semifinals match. We have Evergloomy. Just say hi.
Hello, hello.
And Scrublord.
Hello.
Nice. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be a good match. Alright, I think we can start. Oh, I need to check the audio real quick on me. I think it's good. Alright. Alright, so on my count, so ready? So you're both one click away from starting the game?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep, so on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Great. Good luck, Lumi.
And they're off.
Awesome. Good luck to both the runners. This will be exciting. Second semifinal. The winner of this, of course, going up against the winner of the semifinal we just had a little while ago, Wejo. And the runner. So it's going to be a tough fight, both in this match and the next one for whoever pulls through. But for now, this one is it's a mouth-watering prospect right here. It's kind of coincidental that we've had both semifinals be the old route versus new route. So in the first one, we did see Wejo come out trumps over Pudding with the new route. Let's see how this one goes.
Gloomy did mention that if I think he'll showcase both routes, so he'll do new route for this first match, and I think he'll do old route for the second one, just to show it, I think.
That's pretty cool. That's a very cool agreement to have, and shows how versatile Gloomy is. He's pretty recently taken up the new route. He was running the old route and had the recce in that as well, but then switched over to the new route in the last week or two, learned it, and dropped down the recce by pretty much 3 minutes to the current PB time that you see on screen of 42:24. So definitely very versatile player. Knows his way around both the old and new routes. Gets the arc second try, I think third try maybe, but
It was
not bad at all.
Maybe third try, I think. Yeah, but better than what you used to do in 1.0, where you can just a bunch of arcs to get there, and I could just do the one arc.
Meanwhile, finishing off DFS pretty cleanly and getting off to get fake hook, and before that obviously going to go through some mini arenas and guardian and stuff, but heading towards that direction. Gloomy meanwhile will be taking a death warp here in Eva 1, and then redoing that set of skips that he needed to do to get up here. After grabbing Manor Door, of course. So yeah, this should be very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. It's also very cool that we've had the top 4 seeds all in the semifinals. Kind of, I guess you can say it's expected, but it's nice to see that the top runners really showing off their skills, their chops here.
Yeah, for sure. I think I think Gloomy had trouble with like average 3. It was a lot of soft block there, so I wonder if he'll have as much trouble. I don't think Wojo had that much trouble in average 3. Did soft block, I think, on the second match, but it wasn't like lots like I think Gloomy had in his like very first matches. So yeah, I wonder how that will go.
Yeah, those arcs are tough for sure once he gets there. Definitely keep a very close eye on that. Scrub had a nice bat that cooperated pretty much as you would want to lift you over the gate. Now into the Guardian fight. Be looking clean fight here. Did notice that Scrub chooses to fight Guardian from the front, doesn't go for the behind the back strat there. So I do see that continuing here.
I wonder if he knows about it.
Yeah, and it is a pretty technical strat, to be honest, right? Like even if you know about it, it does take a lot of practice to really get down the timing and everything. You can't really pull it off like without just having seen it. So it makes sense if he knows this way, it's comfy and he manages to get through with the 2 health. That's all you need. Gloomy, meanwhile, going through Ava 1, he definitely has taken a lot of inspiration from NMG strats using the arrows to clear up this arena.
Yeah, I think yeah, for sure. Because I think because I do it too. Yeah, NMG just I think that's probably what you need to probably maybe easy sub 40 if everyone just played NMG just to clean up the combat and don't need a hookshot everywhere. I mean, that's the few seconds you need to get sub 40. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty fun and worth to do. You learn a lot more about the game. More random stuff happen to you when doing NMG. Things you don't consider.
Definitely, I think it's both aspects of the game definitely add a dimension to your play. That's why something like you're putting is is very well rounded that way because you're able to bring in the NMG chops and the glitch knowledge, and that helps you be like prolific and try out a lot of different things, which is a pretty cool place to be. Definitely for folks who are looking to get something new in their gameplay and have focus either on NMG or on glitched, encourage you to try the other side of things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Any experience is good experience, right? Or actually, wait,
Yeah.
that might be that way that because you can have a bad experience with it. That's wrong way. But if any like
Fair.
skill experience is usually a good experience. So, but yeah,
Yeah, in this game we only have good categories, so definitely
yeah.
check out all of the things that are to offer. There's so many cool things going on. Yeah, nice camlock to get the daggers. So Gloomy gets daggers a lot earlier and can start zooming around.
I really wonder if there's a way to do like this early stuff without having to do, because doing it like doing the Rark and everything like twice to get everything is, I don't know. Doing like
Yeah,
average 3 arcs and like doing the Rark. I mean the Rark I think now is not that bad, but yeah, the average 3. I wonder if there's a way. Well, yeah, in 1.0 you can go back through the door, but in current patch you can't do that. I wonder if maybe there's another glitch out there where you can, I don't know, maybe arc on top of that door or something and somehow get on top of it or get in there somehow. That was overlooked. I don't know. Maybe something.
I've heard that particular glitch where the one you just mentioned, of where you were able to walk in the back of the Everest store in 1.0. I've heard that the devs, like, as soon as I found out, they pretty much patched it in day one. So that's pretty funny that I think they even mentioned it in the speedrun, the devs react speedrun, that when they found out about it, they pretty much were like shocked that they hadn't found it in playtesting and immediately went and tried to patch it out. So pretty funny.
I mean I doubt any. I mean I guess in casual play you can get that to happen, but like I don't know what casual. I guess casual players can do random stuff like that. Just rubbing up against that
Walk around,
door.
yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow get inside. Yeah, I guess that is.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, some curious players for sure were like poking around and trying to see if there's secrets. Especially that door, the first time you see it casually, it's like such a cool and intimidating thing that you're like, oh, let me try to figure it out, like what's going on here. And when you see it before you've even done any crow souls, it's even more mysterious because you're like, you don't even know what the door is for the first time.
Yeah, that is true. If you just yeah.
Gloomy, by the way, at the Zarks that you were mentioning earlier.
I think he's trying to do zoomies.
Ooh.
Trying to get a good one. Let's see, there it is.
Interesting. That's a cool setup.
I don't think, you don't need to, because in 1.0 you just zoomy, but the current patch zoomies are pretty hard to get. It's hard to get a good one. No,
Oof.
yeah. See, Wojo is just I mean, he has a crazy amount of experience with the game, and not so much glitch hunting, and he probably has crazy hours in the game. Either
Yep.
leaving it like just on or finding glitches. So yeah, Wojo getting all those like arcs to get average 3, pretty amazing. Look
It was
really,
really cool to see how consistently and like the execution was just perfect. It was almost too good. It was so I think he just has really good setups or something.
I think like if you did play 1.0 like with old setups and all that like what the like previous earlier was in 1.0 like where you do a bunch of arcs of that one work, um like the amount of eventually you just get into like this, like I don't know, flow, and you have all the arcs and stuff down. Like you just get to the point where you just don't mess up. Wojo probably has that from all that experience. All those resets. Oh man, all those resets.
Well, looks like Gloomy is able to get through this second try around without any soft locks. So that's good news for him. Should be able to get the door, but his travails are not over because he has to do the same thing again to get back and actually fight Abus. So let's see how it works out the second time around.
Scrub not getting a good archer. It took a little bit. He didn't go in the corner, so Scrub had the hook shot the archer in place, but getting the daggers.
Now we have Zoomy capability on both sides. Has to be said that Scrub did PB in his last race.
Yeah.
By the way, for anyone who missed that race, highly recommend it. It's definitely the most exciting race, I think, and the closest set of matches that we've had between Scrublord and Foxy Jira. The first match, 15 seconds between the two runners. The second match, both runners almost PBing, and then the third match with like 5 different lead changes. So every single match was a gem, and the first time we ever had a best of 3 go to all 3. So it was very cool. But yeah, Scrublord PB'd, and he PB'd with a death to Lord of Tours and some other mistakes as well, so definitely has room for you could even say easy improvement to some extent.
Yeah, it was sub
Ooh.
40. Ooh, I'm not 40, 50 pace. Oh no.
Definitely, yeah, Gloomy got a soft lock again going into the Zarks. Scrublord as well heading to Avarice 3. I'm going to go through kind of the same process, but with the fake hookshot, it's much easier. Of course, you don't have to do any of these arcs and zoomies that Gloomy is doing. It's pretty nice and easy.
Well, yeah, it puts him back because the wall. I won't put him back on the wall because I think the space is too small. Yeah, like Stretch said, if you want to check out the VOD for Scrublord versus Foxy, really good match. I'll be uploading the VOD onto the YouTube channel. The link in the chat. Yeah, after this the match probably.
And Marcus calling out the Hotpot tournament that is coming up soon as well. Definitely worth checking that out. Oh no, Gloomy having a hard time getting into Avarice 3. Like you mentioned, it is a hard section. Probably one of the hardest sections in this new route.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Spread mentioning if you want to do new route but no Avarice 3, you can do Goliath's route where you get fake hook. I wonder if it's just like you just don't get hookshot at all. Can you beat the game with just no hookshot at all? I think so. After Castle Lockstone, you still need hookshot. That's the question.
I think for Castle Lockstone, you need you'll need to switch out of hookshot to get fire,
Yeah.
right?
So
that becomes the problematic part.
yeah,
I'm guessing that's actually a pretty good way for like someone who's learning the route and doesn't want to do early Ava 3. That's actually a pretty good suggestion. Both runners making it into Ava 3 for the fight section at the same time. That's pretty cool. Crow stretching, ready, prepared to dive in and fight. On Scrub side, it's the first Everest that the Crow is going into. So it does seem very weird that they're already prepared and ready in that cutscene. But let's see how Everest plays out for both of them. Having Hook Slash definitely makes it a lot easier, as you'll see on Scrub side. Gloomy with 0 strength and no spells pretty much to speak of, because it's just gonna have to use the base arrows everywhere.
Looks like Gloomy isn't that far behind. There's another thing I was hoping, I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to curse that if with the fake hook shot you can, if you swap to another, like if you swap back the arrow, you lose fake hook shot, but it hasn't happened this tournament, and hopefully it doesn't happen here. But yeah, I was kind of looking out for that. I was wondering if any, oh no, Gloomy dying though.
Yeah, he went down to 1 HP pretty early in the second wave, so just playing with fire since then. Oh no, Scrub also on 1. Oh,
Nice
that
dodge.
hammer blow could have, yeah, that hammer blow could have been pretty bad right there. Yeah, on the balance of it, Scrub having, I would say, more of like a conventional start here. He's not had any like big mishaps or like problems so much. Gloomy has had some issues, of course, with getting to Avarice and then this death in Avarice. So, of course, we also have to remember that the new route that Gloomy is doing does have inbuilt time save over the old route. You would expect if some of that time save to be banked. But yeah, you definitely lose a lot of it if you mess up in some of those skips, getting, for example, to Ever 3 as Gloomy did. So it definitely is putting both of these runners much more on a par, even footing here.
Yeah, Gloomy did save for, so on second match he wants to do old route. But I wonder, because when it comes to switching routes, it's easy to forget stuff, or sometimes you muscle memory do something. So I wonder if we'll see that in game 2. Hopefully that doesn't happen either.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah, that's a very brave. Actually, at this point, they're kind of almost even, right? Because Scrublord, actually, I guess Scrublord has to go through Eva 1. But since he doesn't need to actually like exit Eva 1 and do it again, he just needs to go through this slope pull section the one time, fight Eva 1 and be done. And of course his route does have extra strength as well, so we'll be able to have maybe an easier time fighting the bosses plus Hook Slash. So let's see if all of those add up to even things out. But yeah, as we've said, the motto of any of these races which pit the new route against the old route, the motto is we will only find out in Furnace. It all depends on Furnace. So let's see when we get there. There's a long way to go. Oh, but just falling off. Was on top of the railing. Nice slow pull setup, but fell off briefly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what setup Scrub's setup looks pretty different, because usually we aim at the end of the queue tail and on the pause on like the equipment menu on the end of the where there's a queue, just aim at the end of that, put your cursor at the end of that. But Scrub looks like he's using a different setup. Yeah,
it looked like he did that to start with and then he moved his cursor, so I was also surprised. I didn't know that if you move your cursor, I thought that would mess up the setup, but somehow it worked out. That something, yeah, definitely interesting.
I feel like it's just a different setup, but I don't know. Oh, what the heck happened to the fireball there? On Gloomy side, he threw it, but did it hit a wall? Or I mean, there's no wall there, but well, that was strange.
Did he switch or something? Because that happens when you when you switch out your spell in the middle of the animation, then it actually just cancels the entire thing.
Oh, I don't know why Gloomy would switch though. There's no.
I don't think you should. But yeah, I missed that, so I'm just conjecturing here.
We need to check it back later. Oh, getting past that gate. No need that gate cutscene. Yeah, I think Gloomy's trying to learn Wojo's setup for that, where you can just skip gate and just go all the way, yeah, mushroom, past mushroom dungeon, going into Flooded Fortress.
Yeah, that one was very cool to see showcased earlier, where Richard just did the entirety of ruins pretty much blind before the gate to pretty much all the way the last zoomy that we saw Evergloomy just do. So very cool setups that exist. But yeah, now he's going to head to the main camlock skip in Flooded Fortress. Let's see how that works out.
And the hookshot not cooperating there with Gloomy. I don't know. I swear it's just we don't have bad aim. I don't think any of the runners have bad aim. It just doesn't want to cooperate. Auto aim trying to correct when we don't need the correction or something like that. I don't know.
Spread is telling us how Scrub was able to do that setup. Apparently, if you use the keyboard charge heavy, you can set the direction, which I think he did with the standard way of putting it next to the queue. But apparently after that, you can move the mouse. I think he moves the mouse after that to be able to quickly do the light slash on top of the railing to make sure you don't fall off the railing. But yeah, we'll get another chance to see that in the next race, regardless, and we'll keep a closer eye to see what happens there.
Oh, we didn't
But
see
yeah,
the spread. I think spreads explained it. Well, I don't know if he explained it in commentary because I was racing, but Gojo did like the like I don't even remember the arc. It was like Kark? I don't remember. That zoomy arc over that puzzle. I think Stretch, you clipped it. It was a pretty crazy one.
yeah, that puzzle was pretty cool. Uh, haven't really seen anyone do that in an actual run. It's I've only ever seen it theoretically.
And that was that the PB run? So or was that the second match? No?
I think that one was the second match, but he might have also done it in. Oh, Evergloomy falling off there for a second. That was weird. Yeah, that arc is, or I don't know. Was it Zark? I don't know what it was, honestly. I've only ever seen people talk about it theoretically and never actually pulled it off. So very cool to see it in a run, and that too in a race run.
I think what happened to Gloomy there is, you know, when you have to like, so usually you're holding like up left, but if your finger slipped or something and you're not holding up, it just left. So maybe Gloomy just accidentally
Oh,
went
of
left.
course.
That, yeah.
Makes sense. It's worth pointing out Gloomy is primarily a KBM player versus Scrub, who is primarily a controller player.
Yeah.
And here we're gonna have out of bounds frog, maybe. It just fell in the water. It's gonna try it again. The new route does go through the bosses slightly differently than the old route. It goes through Flooded Fortress and Frog King first, so that's why we see this discrepancy here, where Scrublord is going through Lockstone and will be heading up to Watchtowers later. Well, we're seeing the Frog King fight on Gloomy's side, but yeah, this underwater fight is very cool. Can bait out all the spit bombs from Frog King to land on themselves, do massive damage. Can hit you like it did there, so Gloomy is now on 1 health. Still has to deal a decent amount of damage to Frog King before he's done, but this sucking phase is much more comfy underwater than it is on the platforms.
Thought for sure Gloomy was gonna die there because it was like the green bomb and then Frog jumped and then that like jump like ground pound kind of hurts you too sometimes. Or maybe Gloomy was in iframes. Oh right, it's only when you're drowning, I guess, is when you stub your like you can still get hit again. So
Yeah, it's really weird iframes, right? When you're in the water, where you fall in and then the Frog King falls on you, then it seems like you get double hit pretty much without any iframes at all. Yeah, looks like he escaped.
Yeah. Nice defeating Frog King.
One boss down on Gloomy's side. but of course he has to go through the entirety of the lockstone section before going to the next boss. Scrub has the edge there, but as Scrub is going to head up to Watchtowers, he does do the left route rather than the middle route.
Gonna say camp skip? No, but Scrub does have Scrub does have like a different. This was before of what we have in the new route what we have now, but I think it was like a really long time. I was watching like Scrub's old PB, and he does like if you go at the very instead of like arcing where it's like where the shrine is, where that shrine puzzle is, you can like Zerk over there, but apparently that's like a time loss because you have to climb the ladder and still walk back. Then if it saves time, it doesn't save that much time, but I practiced a little bit of it. It was pretty. That one's way safer than the other, but I don't know what the consistent free camp skip setup Gojo uses. So, and apparently he gets it pretty consistently. So, no soft lock on Scrub side. Missing the arc.
Get the door.
We're arcing into the void.
And these soft locks is where you actually like some of your computer's performance also comes into play. How quickly your game restarts.
Yeah, I was having and sometimes the controller just doesn't connect too. So you're just sitting on the title screen, just like mashing. Like, why is it not going through? But yeah,
that's clean recovery from Scrublord here, going to these last set of hook shots and arcs to get into Ice Arena. This one is the easier one, but the one coming up here. Oof, let's see. Alright, he's kept. Oh no!
It's okay, it's not a soft lock, so you can do it.
Not a soft lock, yeah.
Yeah, because
that is a nice thing. Yeah.
Also, actually, it's fine if Scrub did soft lock too, because the mage is there to hit him out of the soft lock. That's one of the ways to get out of it, getting damaged. Yeah. Easy to forget too. I actually forgot that in I think I forgot that in a PB run and I just reset. Even though I had the mage on me, I should have just let the mage hit me, but I forgot.
That's a very clever trick. A good one to remember. It comes with risk obviously because you keep the mage alive, but it's if you're not super confident in your arc, worried about getting soft locked, just keep that mage alive. Of course, I think that's only possible in left side route, not so much in middle route because you don't aggro that mage in the middle. But
but you don't soft lock either, so it's
Oh, good point.
Well,
yes.
If you do make it, I guess. If you miss the last arc, yeah, then you have to take left side, and then you don't have the mage. And it's a little spooky, but yeah. Oh.
Ooh,
yeah,
down to 1 HP.
This is where hookshots. I swear, hookshots a lie. Because it's like Scrub isn't doing anything like different. He's just hookshotting and like hook slashing, right? But then like every once in a while he gets hit. It's like what a lie. He isn't doing anything different, but he still gets hit.
Yeah, it's scary because the Hammer Bros aggro and timing, it's mostly consistent, but like I said, sometimes it feels like they just hit you earlier, like it's almost like they were anticipating you coming in for the hook slash and they were just prepared.
Yeah, their timing is
good.
Pretty variable, I think. They really do switch it up.
To make it through.
Sorry, Shrush, what were you saying?
That's a good on Scrub to make it through. He's on to Betty now.
Yeah.
He does go for the dagger strats. We've seen kind of a mix. Some runners doing the sword strats, others going for the daggers. Scrub is going for, I would say probably the majority of people going for daggers here that we've seen. Does not get the roll skip, which I'm guessing just barely, because Betty does look fairly damaged, but yeah, just about missed it. Ooh. Yeah, and he has he's got this tantrum phase, so he should be able to finish it off. One snowball hits him, but it was thankfully no more. And no camp skip on the other side. I know your footing is in shambles.
I just want to see it. I just want to see the 10 seconds. It's not a myth.
Yeah, it's funny. Funny that of all the people to pull it off was in your race against you. So it's like pretty.
That's why we'll draw. No other reason. No,
Yep.
no.
Pretty much the camp skip buff.
The camp skip buff. Exactly. You get 10 plus 10 luck if you can pull it off. What was it? That was great. Okay.
Impatient crow.
Valid run for Scrub. Very valid.
We did see it on Gloomy side as well. Should call it out in his earlier fight after fucking, but we'll see some middle route shenanigans here. Let's see how this arc works. This is the tough part right here. Oh, there you go. It's nice and easy.
That was a good calm Chris right there.
I love how Gloomy also really just seamlessly pulls out the other arc at the end of that railing. I think not just Gloomy, but the people who are very proficient at that and the middle route, Viju as well, I've seen do that. It's so satisfying to see. I imagine it's not easy, but yeah, that's just to be able to without stopping pull out the second arc and just go over the railing. Otherwise, it can be hard. If you mess that up, you kind of have to back up by going to the standard left side arc at the end. Yeah, nice. Ice Arena. Oof, that the roller wants to be friends.
I don't think it'll happen here, but I did in match 2 earlier today with Viljo. One of the grunts just jumped in the full height for me. I don't know if commentary caught that, but it didn't happen for a Gloomy right there. But really, it was pretty funny. I thought for sure I was gonna softlock too, because I don't know if he would die, if he died when he jumped off, or he somehow survived. Oh, is Gloomy gonna get the?
Is he going for? Oh,
I don't think. I think
it looked like he was going for it, right? He was edging towards that side.
Yeah, I think he was
just missed
trying
it.
to. I think he did one extra slash, and then that could have been the extra roll, which would have gotten there. So that was.
This is brave. Yeah, he's not taking the door, and he's on 2 HP. This is very brave. I think he might be concerned that he was slow from his earlier stuff. All right, keep all fingers crossed. This is a scary situation to be in.
Very spooky.
Alright, gets the roll skip at least. But watch out for snowballs. Oh, he was scared. He was worried about those snowballs. He's got rolls now.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if that wasn't the last hit. I think Gloomy was dead there because you're too close to get out of the way of. But that was really clutch from Gloomy. That was great.
Yeah,
that was
good recognition to back off in the risky part when the snowballs are falling and just play it safe. Even though he did have to face one set of petty rolls there, which were pretty scary, but good job, really good job. We now have the camlock on Scrub side. Let's see how he's able to pull it through. Nice.
Wow, so far ahead. Okay, nice. Alright, Gloomy is on Ram already. Wow, that's new route is just so quick. I forgot. I was like, oh Betty, so now we're gonna see Frog King. No, it's new route, so Gloomy's already on Grandma. Oh, he did a little claps there too. Gloomy side.
Nice.
I was gonna mention, yeah, like that was a really clutch Betty because, um, especially with daggers, it's kind of hard to tell, or like it's hard to tell if Betty's gonna do tantrum or the roll because the startup for those attacks are like she does a jump for both of them, like a tiny jump, so you're ready, but like I guess if you assume it's tantrum, but it's actually roll, I think it happened in my match where I assumed it was tantrum, but it was actually roll, so I got hit. And yeah, Gloomy was like on 1 health, so very, very spooky. A lot of things to take note there.
Definitely scary. It is actually kind of hard to pick up, and you can just kind of jump scare yourself.
Yeah, like you think it's tantrum, but it's actually roll, and you just they hit.
Gloomy, yeah, just zooming through observation, at least no real issues. Got the hookshot clipped, and everything pretty smoothly so far. But this is the testing point right here with full furnace skip. And on the other side, we have the Frog King fight. So lots of action here, glitches and combat. All right, first try furnace skip. And Scrublord got the first armor break. It's going for the second one here. Nice.
Oh wow, got a little pink ring in the fight.
Just letting you know where the arena is. It's just a visual glitch. But yeah, Gloomy is doing pretty well in Furnace. His Scrub takes 1 dunk, but was on full health before that, so should be fine going through. Notice he's not going into the water. He's going for the standard like above ground combat, which makes sense. I think it doesn't lose too much time compared to the underwater one, especially since in the old route you're coming here a bit later with a bunch more strength upgrades compared to new route where you're coming here with just the 0 strength. So definitely a lot more viable to do. He'll be looking to kill Frog King off here on the right side in the most ideal scenario, but yeah, there you go, gets the kill. And now we can focus on Grandma on Gloomy's side.
Will Gloomy get the first supernova here? Okay. Nope. Probably get the second one right here. Yep. Should kill Grandma in hopping phase, or maybe the start of shooting. Yep. Nice.
Very clean. He got hit chasing the tail for the 1 time, but that is a very cool piece of tech that I've noticed a lot of the glitch runners do pretty well, specifically you, Pudding, and Gloomy, with slightly different strats for chasing Grandma's tail, but very good at the combat part of it. Let's see how Scrub deals with the hookshot clip here. It's a little tricky, and Gloomy got it first try, so Scrub will be looking to keep up.
You did get it, but you didn't get the roll. We're using low setup too, which is a bit tricky sometimes. Oh, yeah, got it. There we go. Nice.
Nice. And this is the time that he really has to make up, because this is where Gloomy is doing the arena skip, which Scrub will not have to do later, since he's already gone through Guardian. So this is kind of free time for Scrub. He really needs to put it to use and get to Grandma.
I don't think we've seen it, but if you do mess up like these arcs to Arena 1 like skip, you do soft walk, I think. So that's also a thing to keep in mind. But yeah, I don't think we've seen it yet, so that's good in players. It is a spooky thing to, I guess, but the door's right there, so it's not shouldn't be that bad. Nice. The sewer unload. Loomy's off the Great Crow.
Nice. So
Yeah.
he's Longish cutscene for Gloomy. Let's see if he gets Impatient Crow. Nope. No Impatient Crow in this cutscene. But getting it once per run is good enough.
Verifiable run, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's
and
probably definitely not on PB pace is Gloomy, considering his PB is pretty low at this point. But let's keep an eye on this Furnace skip on Scrublord's side. He did have some issues with it yesterday that was part of what made the races very interesting. Was these like back and forth lead changes that happened because of certain skips going awry on both sides in between Scrub and Foxy.
there it
He
is.
did say he was going to practice it. Oh, so there you go. Pays off that practice. Just gets it first try.
The longer charge.
Sorry, second try.
Yeah. Oh, that was second try? I thought that was first.
I think he fell off the bull cart, but yeah, that second arc, he did do that second arc first try, which is I think the hardest part. But it's fast enough regardless to be in a good spot here.
I was gonna say yes. The grandma fight. It's hard to. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I realized I explained it, and then I realized I think I did what I explained, and it isn't what I do. I don't know. I don't know how to. I guess it's just the feeling now. You just. It's one of those, I guess, muscle memory things. To get a good grandma fight, you just hit her a lot. I think that's it. Just hit her a lot. Don't get hit. Reflect those green ghosties back, and that's about it. I think. I honestly don't. I don't know anymore.
I think it's pretty accurate what you're saying, but I think it's again one of those things that unless you practice it, it is a very scripted fight, right? But unless you practice it, you can get uncomfortable by the slight changes that happen. That like her orb spawning in a slightly different place, or she herself kind of can spawn in slightly different sections of the quadrant where she is going to be going. So just being able to react to all of those things, getting in those extra hits while she's sweeping across like Scrublord did there, just the small things add up and make the fight like slightly faster, so you don't have to deal with the rotating pot attacks. But yeah, it's definitely a learnable fight if you put in the effort, and I think even if you spend like a day practicing it, you probably feel a lot more comfortable doing it. But yeah, good kill from Scrublord there, and Gloomy as well, like putting in some good damage to Grey Crow, rolling through Murderlings and using the mouse deflect to its fullest. Mouse deflect does make it quite nice to be able to be consistent with actually hitting the Grey Crow with the Murderlings, and Gloomy putting that to great effect there.
Yeah, Scrub now reaching Grey Crow now. See if he gets a good fight. Yeah, I think Scrub is on PvP pace. Wait, this is sub 50, right? I think 8 minutes.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a good time. I think it might be faster than his PB yesterday.
Yeah, because there's a Lord of Door death. So as long as Scrub doesn't die here, he should be good.
Yeah, Scrub has quietly been like putting away the whole run like without any real issues so far, right? Like Gloomy's had some issues with the death in the Avarice, and then like getting to Avarice 3 and stuff, but he's still a lot ahead, I would say, at this point, and it definitely is Gloomy's race to lose. But Scrub has been putting in quietly the work, and it's on a great pace, so let's see how it goes. To have a little bit of cutscene for Scrub so we can focus on the start of Gauntlet for Gloomy in the meanwhile. I think both of these runners go for pretty much the fastest strats in Gauntlet as well, and that is a treat to watch, so let's keep an eye out. Oof. small fall. Worth mentioning as well that Lumi did just commentate the previous match as well. Whether that kind of helps you mentally warm up or whether it actually takes some energy out of you, which you would have preferred to have for the match. I don't really know, but it's doing a good job here, getting the nice heavy movement that you want in these gauntlet arenas to be able to dispatch the Lord of Doors as fast as you can without having to roll around. Rolling is the slow way of avoiding attacks. Just keep attacking them while they're attacking you. That's the fast way. And Gloomy showing it really beautifully here. Really nice in these first two arenas. Yeah, able to interrupt Lord of Doors before they jump and start doing the pink pillars. It's going to head off to the third arena, and the Grey Crow fight has started on the other side as well.
Hopefully no murderlings spawn on top of Scrub like it did for me. Okay, alright, maybe Comms Curse. Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Not so
really,
bad, but he's down to 2 health.
Really can't do anything about. Yeah, sometimes they just land right on top, and you really, I don't think you have time to roll, and it's pretty brutal sometimes. Ooh, nice. Oh.
Okay, the Grey Crow is at least very close to dying, so let's keep our fingers crossed that there's no bad RNG. Good stuff.
Yeah, that took a little. Still might be 49 pace.
Yeah, it's very close. Very close now, I guess. You'll have to go as fast as you possibly can to get the sub 50, but it's probably still a PB pace regardless. Because his PB is a late 50. That being said, in his PB, he had the Lord of Doors death, and then the second Lord of Doors fight, he had to go quite cautiously as well, because he went down to low health pretty quickly. So definitely not easy PB. It's going to require scripted game a bit and really pull out all the stops. Let's see how it goes. On the other side, Gloomy has been putting on pretty much a masterclass. Got hit the once. As I said, he gets hit the second time and is not able to bait out the full set of backhands, but Gloomy does do these nice strats here of interrupting Blazer by the desk and following up with all the attacks, roll heavies in this cloistered section. Lord of Doors not giving in the good RNG this time. In his last race, Lord of Doors just kept pulling out the explosion attack after explosion attack and let Gloomy roll slash and kill them very quickly, but this time a bit more spooky at 1 HP. Nice, clutches it out. 46-27, crazy time.
Yeah. I said it once, I said it again, man, sub 50 used to be so rare, and now you just see it everywhere now, which is great. Game's getting beaten quicker and quicker as the days go by. New glitches are found. Okay, now let's see if Scrub can get PB right here. Is he gonna do fast door? Nope. Am I the only one who does fast door? No, right?
Vigio did do it in your match at least, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Scrub is not doing the heavies this time. Yesterday he was doing the heavy movement as well, but he did pay for it, in terms of getting hit a bunch and having to play safely towards the end. So probably learning from that experience and just going with the slightly safer method of rolling. Gets hit twice in this section alone with some doorbell shenanigans, but I think he knows he's on PB pace, so he's trying to go fast. He knows it's a great pace regardless, so he's just throwing caution to the wind. Oh no, down to 1 now. There is only the Betty section left, but take that only with a big grain of salt. It is the hardest section. And definitely also the spookiest section. So
Yep.
let's see how he does it.
Okay. But this is also still bulls here.
Taking the slightly longer way around, very, very slightly longer, so it really doesn't matter and probably makes no difference in this sort of situation. Just nice, clean.
Here we go. All right.
This is definitely sub 50 pace, right? Getting in here at 48.05 should be sub 50able, but I think you have to play very fast.
Let's all hope for a triple explosion right here. Come on, triple explosion.
That being said, he did get the triple explosion yesterday, but he also got sniped by the pots simultaneously, which really messed him up. Let's hope for good RNG, good RNG, which doesn't include like all those double attacks going on. That's when stuff gets super spooky. Florida Doors just stays in place and does one attack over and over, no big deal. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, let's see some dead steals. We could have a PB on our hands here.
Yeah, yesterday's I mean, we always phrase the runners' strats, but Lord of Door, right? That was pretty. If I was rooting for Lord of Doors, that was a pretty clean strat. Grandma bomb into explosion, stunning locking him to guarantee the hit. That's a pretty clean. I think I guess I just was advocate. I don't know. Always like seeing enemies like well sometimes.
Stun lock strats from Lord of Doors.
Yeah.
He's down to 2 HP, but in the second phase, oh, there you go. There's first explosion. He's just backing away. Just smart, simple play there. Don't take chances that you don't need to. It's still very much sub 50able with this level of damage that Lord of Doors is on. Has to be here though, because Lord of Doors is gonna fly away.
There it is.
There you go.
Nice.
Good stuff. That's a big one.
Another PB. Alright, let's drag in the runners. GG's. Good work. Scrub, that was a PB? Another
yeah, a good 50-second PB right there.
Nice, Scrub. Nice.
And Gloomy did good too.
50. Congrats.
Gloomy does take match 1.
Gotcha. What was his final time?
46-27.
Nice.
New
Very
route
solid.
is crazy.
Yep, new route do be doing things.
Okay, I think we're good to go into intermission unless there's anything you'd like to mention. Any runners, Calm? Anything you'd like to say?
I think everything's good on my end.
Yeah, all good. GG's.
Hey.
Yeah, GG's.
All right. We'll be right back then. Quick intermission.